Hey all, my name is Seth Bacon. I'm here with Kendra. Kendra, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, yes. So I'm Kendra Springer. I'm one of the principal group product managers for the Copilot Studio team, and I'm super excited to be here.
You all have had some great sessions this week, and it's been interesting to watch sort of the reception of it.
Yeah.
In the halls and at the hub this week, people are talking about what you all are doing.
Yeah.
What are kind of three takeaways for people that weren't able to be on site today?
I think the three takeaways that we really tried to stress in our sessions were first and foremost our commitment to quality.
Sure.
Right? So we know that having a reliable product that has quality responses, given that we are a generative first product now, right, is hugely important. And we have made huge advancements in both, the work that we're doing behind the scenes,
Sure.
hundreds of engineers, the testing that we're doing, the thresholds that we have that we need to, hit.
What the challenge on that to be generative first,
Yeah.
and to have quality around that. I've played around with Copilot Studio and the Azure stuff. That's a hard balance to strike. How are you guys approaching that?
It is. I think we're approaching it very methodically.
Sure.
Right. So and this is one of the challenges with generative AI. I think we were talking about this earlier as we were walking over here, but the pace at which innovation is happening, and we are doing our best to get these products or these features in your hands so you can take advantage of all of the capabilities and the goodness.
Right.
And so I think that the way that we've been successful in doing this is by being very methodical, right? So we have a team dedicated specifically to AI quality and really ensuring that we are using the latest models, that our prompts are optimized, that we have these high standards and testing to ensure that the quality is there.
It's been interesting because we've brought client feedback to you all, and you guys are excited to receive it and engage. And what's interesting is a lot of the ideas that people have are possible, but because of security and making sure it's quality, you all go through that responsible AI review. And that's been reassuring to me as I've gone to talk to clients, understanding, hey, there's a feature here, and while Microsoft's learning, it is grounded in that security and governance concept, which is reassuring for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and I think what people forget or might not know is Copilot Studio has been around under many different names for 6-7 years, right? And responsible AI was always heart to how we built our product. And it was at the center of the feature release cycle, right? And so we do have extensive, DSP testing and red teaming and responsible AI presentations that we have to go through to get certifications from internal teams at Microsoft to truly ensure that, our features are safe, they are secure, they are compliant. And that's what makes me feel really good about working at Microsoft.
That's awesome.
Right? I have a lot of pride in our team and the way that we do things.
Yeah, that bar that you all have set for yourselves of quality, of security, and of governance, it's very nice. So that's one, that's quality. What else?
Quality. Man, that was a long one. Yes, quality. Okay, so second is we are really invested in making the vision real, right? So I think ever since, it's been about 2 years since the whole GPT, paradigm shift happened and kind of turned everything upside down, right? And so we are committed now to the vision of Copilot Studio and what it can do for Microsoft and for folks looking to build these solutions, right? And so Ignite was all about releasing features that helped to fill in the missing gaps within the product, right? Both from an integrations perspective. So, we announced 2 features where we have better integration with Azure AI Studio, and also from a telemetry and visibility perspective, right? With what we're doing within Knowledge to understand how your data is doing and how you can improve that data. And then, of course, the autonomous capabilities that we announced. Finally there. We've been teasing it for a year.
It's been over a year,
Yes, and it's there. And it's there for you to play with. It's there for you to start, understanding how this capability can change from an agent that works for you to an agent that works on your behalf of not just you, but your entire organization, or team.
There's so much to unpack there and so much opportunity for what clients can do and the value they can bring as a part of it.
Yeah.
And I love how you started that conversation, because it used to be the art of the possible, right? We used to talk about what could be done.
Yeah.
But now it's all about what can be done, like
Yes.
art of the practical.
Yes.
And making sure that, okay, can we do this? And you mentioned quality, you mentioned the reporting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you change how you're going about it, focused on generative answers and generative AI,
Yeah.
the reporting you need out of it is different,
It's
right?
absolutely different. And I think the testing is different.
Right.
Like building trust in these capabilities
Yep.
is key for adoption.
Right.
It's key for the makers building these POCs because they see the potential and then taking them to their legal, their IT
next
departments and being like, here, we need to roll this out, right?
Yeah.
And so having those testing capabilities, having that telemetry, having the analytics, having the governance and controls available in the Power Platform Admin Center,
Yeah.
that's key. And that's why I think we've released 20 new security and governance features.
That's awesome.
In the last quarter alone. Just the last quarter.
And I'm sure you're not done yet.
No,
There's always more
absolutely
opportunity.
not.
Okay,
Always more.
so that's 2.
Okay.
Third one.
2. I think the third one, and I've heard it a ton in customer meetings and blogs and feedback and whatnot. But when you come to conferences like this and you engage with people that are like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Like I hear this agent over here versus Copilot here versus this agent.
Right.
I think that we are really invested now in streamlining concepts and removing that mental load of, okay, I have this idea.
Right.
I want to implement this. Do I build it here? Do I build it there?
Right.
What type of licensing do I need,
Sure.
etc. So, I think that is definitely, we've started to streamline concepts just within
bring it to scale.
Copilot Studio, but that's really where we're going to be focused moving
Sure.
ahead, right?
And it was interesting in Satya's keynote where he talked about bringing it to the business users, right?
Yeah.
Again, you all are a platform company. And so when you think about how do you create make it simple for users, right? And so it's
Yeah.
in SharePoint. So
Yeah.
being in SharePoint and already having the documents and then being right in that context and the user experience to be able to create an agent.
Yeah.
You're not having to go learn another tool, but it's already there in context. And so I know that will be a big thing that most of our clients are very interested in as we go.
Your agent, your way, work the way that you're comfortable working.
Yeah.
If you are an information worker or non-technical worker, we've removed that barrier. We've
Yeah.
democratized this capability. If you are a developer and you want to go deep, code first, we're bringing that integration with Azure,
That's
right?
awesome.
So there's really a limitless no-cliff story
Yeah.
that we're really passionate about, enabling.
Right. So we're at Ignite in 2024. You guys are done, right? Go home and kick up the feet. We're done.
We're done. Go on vacation.
Yeah.
No.
Do you have more ahead?
We definitely have more ahead. So next week I'll be in Stockholm at the Modern Work SharePoint Community Conference.
That's awesome.
After that, we have Tech Ready in February. We're marching towards a number of new releases, a number of new announcements in March. We have our new
More to
pay-go
come.
model.
So there's
coming
more
in
to
December.
come.
There's more to come. I could talk here all day about all the things that's more to come. But
That's
yes,
awesome.
More to come.
So we need to let you go.
Okay.
It's snowing here in Chicago, which is always great. And I know we
Yes.
need to catch flights. And so
Yes.
before we let you go, though, what should people do if they're interested in learning more or sort of how to test this out?
How to get started. Yeah. Definitely go to aka.ms/try Copilot Studio. Get in there. Start thinking about, what scenarios could really help your organization, whether it's your employees or your customers. And I think the biggest thing to avoid that analysis paralysis is document. Document your top 10 scenarios, map them on a matrix of high impact, low effort, and start with those high impact, low effort scenarios. Build those POCs, understand how this generative first product application can really empower you to achieve some pretty incredible things.
That's awesome. Kendra, thank you so much and safe travels.
Thank you.